Know that getting on those screens and getting onto social media, at the root of it, y'all know is really about we want connection, right, y'all? We truly just want connection, right? We want to connect with each other. And now we're using these screens so that we can get back connected with each other. But here's the problem with that. These screens are damaging our eyes. Do y'all hear me? These screens are damaging our eyes. So not just the eyes, as the physical eyes, but also the way that we see in our minds. Because y'all know we see with our brains and not with our eyes. Do y'all hear me? So it's called computer syndrome. And it's affecting all of us. Y'all know that the eyes are the lamp of the body, right? The eyes are the lamp of the body. And we need to establish boundaries around what we see. Y'all know that's literally, metaphorically, in every way. Even with these screens, we got to establish some boundaries around what we see. And the quality of what we see, right? And the quality of what we see and what we take in every day. Y'all with me? Y'all get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. So, it's a couple of books. Y'all know I'm always talking about some books. So, my sweet yoga teacher, Anita, was teaching us about, she introduced these two books. So, y'all search Dr. Foley. I don't have the books with me right now, but I have to show y'all. So, Dr. Foley and Dr. Suhas. Those are two authors. I want y'all to check it out. So, I'm trying to think which one of them introduced this idea of computer syndrome. So these screens, right? These glaring screens, they emit light and heat. Do y'all hear me? Okay, so they emit light and heat. And it gives a message to our brains that we are constantly in daylight. Do y'all hear me? So being in front of your screen is starting to disrupt our circadian rhythms. Do y'all hear me? So listen. Being in front of the screen is starting to disrupt our circadian rhythms, especially of those babies. So when you talk about your children being on NTI or being in front of the screen all day, I want you to listen to this morning breath, especially, because we're going to need to change up some things. We're going to need to set some boundaries and reestablish some boundaries of what we see and what we're bringing in. And we need to unsee the unnecessary. So listen, y'all. So we're disrupting our circadian rhythms. And so children that are constantly looking at these screens, especially if they have changing effects on them, if the screen is constantly changing, it's not just affecting their brain, but it's also affecting their digestive systems. Do y'all hear me? And then it weakens their eye muscles. So I want y'all to just listen to me when I talk about this. The screens are starting to affect us and the way we see things, but then also affecting our physical selves. So, for example, one example is your breath. Your breath is affected by the screen. Let me give you an example of how that shows up. Oh, look, y'all ever got a text or email from somebody and you see the name pop up, right? And you be like, oh, goodness, what she want, right? As soon as you see that name, you be like, oh, goodness, what she want. It could be a text or email. But this is what you do because your system is trying to prepare itself for whatever the information is being delivered, whatever's being delivered. You hold your breath. Do anybody on here hold your breath when you read an email? You probably didn't even notice it. But a lot of times if you get a message, you'll be like, oh goodness, or you might be excited. It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing, but it could be some excitement. But in that moment, your system, you hold your breath while you're reading the email. So it's even impacting your respiratory system. It's impacting how you're breathing. Instead of having this natural, free-flowing breath, you'll hold your breath for a second. Do y'all get me? Okay, yes, Shira, you get me? Okay, so do you do that? You get an email, you be like, oh goodness, what she want now? I might be talking about myself, y'all, don't tell nobody. And in that moment, I'll be doing that sometimes, y'all. When I see an email from someone, I'll be like, oh goodness, what they want now? But it's just the truth. That's what my response be. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. But listen, you hold your breath as this protective response. It's like your system is trying to protect you. So you hold your breath. So that's why we're doing this, y'all. These 60 days of change, I want you all to be aware. We're going to have 60 days of repairing our human spirit. Do y'all hear me? So the UV of the computer screen is one of the most damaging UVs that your eyes can take in. Do y'all hear me? So we have to find ways to avoid looking at the screen. So Katie, you said I had a disagreement the other day and noticed I was holding my breath. Yes. So once you breathe, you allow everything to flow again. And y'all know I could get into that about how the breath is key. The breath is everything. Everything comes back to the breath, y'all. So listen, let me tell you things that you can do as an alternative to being in front of these screens, right? So one thing I want you to do is allow yourself to look at paper. So a lot of people like to look at the screens to read their books or to read different things. We really have to balance that out. We need to unsee the unnecessary. So instead of taking in this light and heat into our eyes, we need to read more on paper. Do y'all hear me? Another thing that you can do, y'all know what it's called? It's called the 20-20-20 rule. Y'all hear me? So y'all listen to this. The 20-20-20 rule. So if you are a person like me that is currently working a lot in front of your screen because of the current situation, you need to be able to do this. Every 20 minutes, I want you to take your time away from the screen. Look at something at least 20 feet away that's green. So preferably, you will go get some beautiful plants and put them in your house or put them into your space. But you want to look away from your screen every 20 minutes and look at something at least 20 feet away and something for 20 minutes that's green. Do y'all hear me? That's the 20-20-20. Y'all got that? Okay. Another thing, because the screens are bringing in so much heat and so much light, and we don't want to disrupt our circadian rhythm. Some of y'all probably talking about you having trouble sleeping right now, right? That's because of the light and the heat that's coming in. So, hey, Alejandro, okay, them. Okay, look, y'all. Alejandro, you know this stuff because we just talked about this. So another thing that cools your eyes is moon gazing. So how many of y'all saw that moon Saturday? Come on, moon. I don't know about y'all, but I'll be tripping off the moon every night. As soon as I get outside, I go outside. I'll be like, look at that moon. I scream, y'all, when I see the moon. I'll be like, moon, girl, what you doing? Y'all, that's what I do every time I see the moon. My kids will send me a picture and be like, Mom, the moon. Everybody sends me a picture because they know how I feel about the moon. I'll be like, moon. Okay, y'all, another thing to cool your eyes down is to moon gaze. Here go another thing. We have to practice unseeing the unnecessary. So that means it's a lot of shit. I didn't mean to say that, but I did. It's a lot of shit y'all on these screens for that you don't even need to be seeing. So we got to keep our eyes moist. Okay, y'all? Keep your eyes moist and blink a lot because we're in front of these screens. Do y'all hear me? So we got 60 days. 60 days of change. So here's an example. Change the way, hold on y'all, let me move that. Change the way that you are in relationship with these screens. Do y'all hear me? So before I go, we're going to do some breathing and we're going to cover our eyes and we're going to kind of do a couple eye exercises. But before I go, look real quick, y'all. Before I go, I got to remind y'all about these 60 days of change and what's offered to you. So do y'all know, I don't know if y'all see it on my page, I have it listed as a menu. So y'all, this is a menu of how to change your life. And I'm giving you these offerings and I'm inviting people to be a part of that. But listen, why did I call it a menu, y'all? I'm going to tell you why I called it a menu. Y'all want to know why I called it a menu? Because I know that for a lot of people, when they want to change their diet or change their way of being, their brain knows the old way of being. And a lot of times they don't have ideas of what things to start doing in place of these old ways. So a lot of people that struggle with eating, like, y'all know I have a plant-based diet. So a lot of people will say, well, what do you eat? What's some alternatives? It's like, if you don't know the alternatives, you'll go back to McDonald's. You'll be over there in the line getting some McDonald's. And I ain't saying nothing negative about y'all that eat McDonald's, but it really makes me sick to my stomach to think about eating some McDonald's. But look, y'all, when you want to change, you need a new menu, right? You need a new menu. You need some options as far as different things to do. So that's why we're offering it to you as a menu. And I got on my Facebook page a menu of things going on this week. Just like we got Bruce Leroy, who's doing the 50 Days of Water. Every Sunday, he has Yoga for Dads. Every Sunday, Jay Miles has Soul Session Sundays. On this Friday, listen y'all, this Friday Jay Miles will start back up his conscious conversations and I'll be joining him on Friday morning. You got my morning breath every day. Oh, my homeguard Toya will be offering on Thursday night. It's called Get Back to Love or Love is Light. I gotta look that up, y'all, but go to my page. I've also featured her. Listen y'all, Shanina is going to start adding, y'all saw it last night, go to my page or go to her page. Shanina is offering gems, the Moonlight Gems, something to do every night of gratitude, envisioning, movement, and stillness. Do y'all hear me? Okay, so listen, one more thing that I was going to tell y'all about. Oh, please tell, if you work for an organization, I have collaborated with Foundation of Kentucky, Healthy Kentucky, and we're going to be doing for the next 8-part series where I will be doing 30-minute webinars for free. These are for nonprofits or different organizations, but people that's just struggling for free. I am going to be doing a 30-minute webinar with Foundation of Kentucky. I think I'm saying it right. And it's 30 minutes every Friday, y'all. You can go to my page, register, get the link, and you'll be able to come to that. This is all stuff on the menu, y'all. It's free. It's on the menu. I'm trying to give you things so that you can change your life, so we can get away from these old ways of being. Do y'all hear me? And then one last thing I want to say. Because this came from my yoga class. This came from Jay Miles' teaching on Sunday. He shared a reading from Radical Dharma that highlights we, all of us are the change makers. When we reclaim and repair the human spirit, that's what we're going after, y'all. These 60 days of change, do you hear me? These 60 days of change is about enrolling people in the deep project of their own liberation. Come on, get your liberation. Come on, y'all, get yourself back. Get yourself back. Y'all, let's breathe. Get your hands out like this, because y'all, I got to get on to the get on. Put your hands together, rub them together like this. Rub, 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 rub. Come on, share me. Come on, rub. Come on, y'all, rub, 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 rub. Come on, and then slowly slow them down, and then place it over your eyes. Remember what I said about close your eyes so that you can see. So everybody, just begin to notice your breath. It feels so good to close our eyes, right? So we're looking at those screens all day, where this light and heat are coming from. And because we want our own liberation, we're going to come back to our breaths, close our eyes so that we can see, and we can unsee the unnecessary. We're going to set boundaries up and around us on the way that we're engaging with these screens and the information that comes into us and how it comes into us. Y'all with me? So everybody inhale, and just with your eyes closed, go ahead and let your eyeballs go up like you're looking up. And then exhale and take them down. Inhale, take them to the left. Exhale, take them to the right. So enjoy these eye exercises. Inhale, take your eyeballs up. Exhale, down. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Y'all do that throughout the day, okay? Everybody take a breath in. Exhale out. Ooh, that feels good, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but that feels so good to me. Do y'all hear me? So y'all, these 60 days of change, they for you. They for you and everybody else you know. So tell people about these offerings, some things on the menu. Every week we'll add things to the menu. Y'all got some good choices, some good options. So you can't say, I don't know what to do. Because a lot of people say that, right? When they don't know, they want to change their diet or change their way of eating. They're like, well, I don't know what to eat. No, we're giving you what to eat. Y'all, we out here eating. I'm giving y'all a menu of how to change your life. Go ahead and eat. Go on and eat, y'all. Oh, y'all got to listen to Toby's song called Eat. That's a good song, too. Y'all know I love music. I love the music. So, all right. It's a good Monday. Y'all, we going to get this, go jam to this music. Hey. This how I be all day, y'all. Y'all have a good one, okay? All right. Bye-bye.